Welcome to 1.1 to the Eldritch Scorpion King. This build is pure physical damage. It's mayhem crazy. I had an easy time from start 1 to the end of the campaign, and now I just reach maps, and this is a full guide how I did it. And everything on the path of building and all the descriptions are in the links below. So you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy what I have to say. This section here is a level 1 guide, how to exactly get this started and then make this build work. So first things first, what you're going to do is you're going to make your character, then you're going to play the little tutorial zone. So then once you're done with the tutorial zone, killing the miller, then you go into town, you talk to Rennie, he'll give you a skill gem, and then when you get that skill gem, you actually get on Earth. So you have to go select down, and you have to pick a cult. A cult is where all the witch stuff is at. And then you select on Earth, and then that's the first skill that you need because that's your most powerful skill starting off at level 1. After that, make sure you destroy all your crossbow gear and the gems. You come over here and talk to the vendor here. You look for specters and wands. Some of them might be very expensive on the gold price, but you can see here I actually got very lucky on the gold price, and I was able to afford both the Spectre and the Wand that actually had +1 to all physical gems, which makes it on her Earth level 2. And then once you have those two items, then you go to Clearfall. You can find the encampment in the zone and get the skill gem, or you can fight the Devourer and get the skill gem for the skeleton snipers. Then you're all super set to go super mayhem. You have 1 skeleton snipers, you have 2 skeleton warriors, you have your undead scorpion minions. Then you're already set to go super mayhem and just kill all the bosses from Act 1 to the very end of the campaign with ease. It's been super easy a breeze the whole entire time. So that's how I did it, and it worked out, and you can level minions right away at level 1. So thank God you do not have to start like a crossbow user. It's a blessing. It's a super big blessing. For your first support gems, make sure that you're getting rapid attacks and brutality for all your minions for the first 2 sockets. And then make sure you're finding all +1 to minion gear. You're going to rock that gear forever until you get a replacement. So never settle for less. So if you have a +2 all minion skills at level 1 in Act 1, and you don't get a replacement until Act 5 or 6 or 7 until end game, so be it. You will be stuck with that gear the whole entire time. So remember, do never ever settle for less. Always keep your +1 leveling gear until you get a better replacement. So this will carry you out all the way from level 1 to Act 7. I'm calling the interludes Act 5, Act 6, Act 7. It's just more easier that way instead of trying to say, interlude part 1, 2, and 3 kind of confuses people. It's just best to say Act 5, Act 6, Act 7. Just make it super easy, even though they're not real acts, but I'm just laying that out there. So we're going to talk about the passive skill tree first, which is very important, and we're going to talk about the ascendancy class. So I've only done 2 labs so far. I'm about to go do my 3rd one. Actually go for my 3rd ascendancy. I'm actually going to go grab this keynode right here because I'm playing around with Raise Zombies. And if you guys don't know what this does, this is a new mechanic, and basically it generates power charges for you because I actually have a lot of intelligent gems, so it's all random. You might get a frenzy, you might get endurance, but if you focus heavily on a certain skill set, which I'm focusing on all intelligence, and I can actually get more skill gems and just fill up the slot with intelligent gems, so I can have a higher chance of it being a power charge, so I can fill up the whole slot, so I get a higher chance of getting power charges. But what it does, it generates power charges every 8 seconds. It's not that great, but it's better than nothing. The reason why I want this, because I notice in boss fights I'm not really getting my undead scorpion zombies. Like sometimes it happens if they summon mobs or they kill my skeletons, but it's rarely rare that I get enough scorpions to kill bosses, even though I'm melting bosses anyway, because everything's, physical damage, everything's a powerhouse. There's no gimmicks, there's no chaos damage, we're not doing no command spells. But with this, during boss fights, I'll be able to pop out an empowered zombie. I'll be able to have at maximum right now with no corpses, 3 empowered zombies at any given time. It's better than nothing. They could be great meat shields and do damage with empowered zombies, so I'm not complaining. It's better than nothing. It's just something I wanted to bring up that I plan on doing and see how that feels. If that's not good enough, then eventually I will just get enhanced effectiveness. It makes my mana pool way higher, so more defensive. So if this doesn't work out, then that's what I'm gonna do here. And then also going down this way, I get another quality to all skills. And this is another major thing that I wanted to talk about because when we got the patch notes before launch, I know specters were changed to more minion damage. I didn't see anything about skeleton snipers that they were being changed, but they actually changed the skeleton snipers just like the specters. They don't have the reservation anymore. They just have more damage, but that's a very good thing because that makes the mercenary summoner even a stronger use case of being the best minion build because we're getting so much quality to all skills by plus 14 already, and then when we do our third ascendancy we'll have a plus 16 to all quality gems. I believe when I get the final nodes it's going to be 36% more damage, which is super insane. The maximum was 20, but this is literally almost doubling the quality of the gems. So that's one use case of Mercenary being the strongest minion summoner class, outperforming Witch. But at the same time, we get +2 to all skills to all our minion gems. So on Earth, Raise Zombie, the Skeleton Snipers, the Pain Offering, they all get +2 from this notable here. So right there, that's just a super giga buff for minions. That's way ahead of the curve for minion damage compared to the Lich, compared to the Infernalist, compared to a Blood Mage. I don't know Blood Mages play summoner classes at all. They added a crazy new notable where the accuracy passive was at Splintering Force. My whole goal was to be pure physical damage anyway. I wanted to be no chaos damage, no elemental damage, just pure brute strength. Just being a Scorpion King and just wreaking havoc. And Lord behold, all minions break armor now. So my Scorpions, my Snipers, my Rain Zombies, when they're all doing damage, they're all breaking the enemy armor. They're all breaking armor, and then eventually they just remove all the armor, and their armor is fully broken, and all that physical damage is just hitting the enemy minion for free. So it's a lot of damage, it's a lot of value. I was super surprised. And also with Relentless Fallen is always a must because minions have a 20% increased movement speed and attack speed. On Earth, Bone Scorpions just go out and massacre everything off screen. They will literally chase any enemy and go off screen and kill them. Super awesome and super crazy. And when I want to talk about that as well, since we're talking about movement speed, they changed on Earth and they actually gave the Bone Scorpions movement speed. So not only that they have a leap, and we already talked about the ascendancy where we're getting plus over quality to all our gems. The maximum increase movement speed is 50%, but now it's 85% because we're a mercenary summoner class. So now I'm just seeing all my Scorpion minions just zoom across the map and just massacring everything, which is insane. And also it helps with the bone construct duration as well. And when it's time to get a keystone passive for my amulet, I'm actually thinking about getting the Fabled Stag. Basically, I have a 10% chance to not remove a power charge, so I might test that out and see how it feels with this ascendancy notable over here. When you're level 1, you're going to run all the way over here on the Templar tree. On your way, when you're pathing over here, you're going to notice that I have some dexterity and strength. That's because of support gems. They will actually ask for more requirement, like please add more dexterity, please add more strength. So when you see that requirement, just make sure when you level, you just pay the cost and put a strength or a dexterity notable here. So you can use the support gems for your minions. And then you're going to wrap all the way around here to the Templar tree, grab these, grab all the minion damage notables here. And then you're going to move up the tree here. They put new revive notables here, so you're going to grab these two minion revive nodes here. Then you're going to wrap around over here and get Restless Dead. And then now you have to start working your defense. So you're going to grab Mind Over Matter right away. Then you're going to wrap around and work your way over here and get Adverse Growth. You're going to wrap around over here and get the next recoup mana over here, Mind Eraser. And then you're all set for defenses. And then you're going to work around the tree to get Gravedigger, which is really super important. And then you're going to get Relentless Fallen. And once you're done with that, you're going to work your way over here, and you're going to go all the way up to the top and get the Lord of Horrors, so you can have increased reservation for your minion skills, so you have more snipers. And again, you want to focus on more defense, so you want to focus on getting Glazed Flesh. It's going to recoup your mana, life, and energy shield, because you're going to have some energy shield at that point. And then this is getting towards near the end game. Then you're going to get Expendable Army, gives you more +2 to limited minion summons. So that's your Raise Zombies and your Undead Scorpions. And then just grab all the notables here. And then now when you're starting maps, it's going to take about probably a few maps. When you get 2 more levels, then you're going to eventually get Eldritch Battery. And it's going to convert all your energy shield into your mana pool. And that is it. That is a very early league start to endgame. The next build guide is going to be 1.2 endgame guide. You all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the showcase.
your bed. Now lie in it.
It feels like standing at the gates of creation, where eternity itself breathes into sound. The phrases repeat, Uzirin, Miserer, Dona Nobis Patient. The sound expands into a great sorrowful hymn, the gods themselves lamenting eternity. This session feels like the divine and the morning eminence and sacred, but it's unwearably, dragly, and Stockhammer. The effect is not human, but supernatural judgment rendered in sound. The decree of gods, unyielding, radiant, merciless. Our glory the way of dissonant crashes like
Desert's deliverance.
every instrument surges together. A choir dominating rolling storm of divine flame. This is not music, but the burning of reality itself.